Mr. Christopher. This is my world, and this is Art Connoisseur with me, Mr. Christopher. We got some nice art for you today. I got some nice art behind me today. Art painted by individuals I know. Two of them are. One of them I found at a Savers, but I know, well, I don't know anything, but I think this was painted by an individual too at home, and it ended up in a Savers for $4. Mr. Christopher, the art connoisseur, liked it enough to buy it. I think it's the point of view of a frog about to exit a creek, or possibly an alligator about to exit a swamp. We got this one. This is a Bob Ross original, painted by Moop. So it's technically a Moop original, but from the mind of Bob Ross. We all know who Bob Ross is, and if we don't, look him up. He's a good man. And then we got this, painted by a woman. Her name is, I'm not going to tell you, but she painted that for me. That is a piece given to me. I really like that piece. It's a ashtray with a small joint in it, and then now that's the smoke coming off the joint, the magical rainbow smoke coming off the joint. This is a good time to mention, if you have any artists friends who wants representation of their art, maybe they're looking to sell something, or maybe they're looking to get some sort of recognition, please reach out to Mr. Christopher, the art connoisseur. I will gladly put it on my wall behind me, and I'll talk about it. I'll tell the people who painted it. I'll tell them how I feel about it, which may be good or bad. I'm never going to compromise my opinion for money or anything like that. So I will always give a pure opinion from my heart. Whether you feel the way I feel or not is none of my concern, nor should it be your concern. We do not have to agree upon anything ever. It is totally okay to be completely different, and it's totally okay to have different opinions, okay? It's totally fine. Art, beauty is within the eye of the beholder, and if I don't see beauty, that's fine. If you see beauty, that's fine. All these things are fine. I will say this, rainbows, I don't love rainbows anymore. I do love that painting because it was personally given to me. It's very nice. And but I don't love rainbows. Rainbows to me represent gay now. And back in the day when I was a child, I used to love the rainbow. You know, the rainbow was just a naturally occurring thing of beauty. Now, when I think of rainbow, I think of men in their underwear prancing around on the streets with wands and bubble machines and trying to read to children. It's like, what's going on here? When I think of rainbows now, I think of grown men in dresses murdering their families at ice arenas. When I think of rainbows now, I think of psychotic teenage boys murdering children in schools. You know what I'm saying? Like, the rainbow has taken quite a beating because of the gay community and the trans community, the LGBTQ X community. I think I nailed it. But anyway, we're not here to talk about any of that stuff. I did just talk about it, but let's get over it. Let's move on from the terror that these people cause, and let's talk about some art. Let's talk about some art. The prices of the art, where I might put them, if I would put them. Maybe I'd burn them. Maybe we'll say. Maybe I'd throw them right in the trash. Who knows? Let's find out what the art connoisseur, Mr. Christopher, thinks about these art pieces. Let's get to going. Come on. The monologue's over. Go. First, we're going to start here, which was labeled Moonlit Sea. To me, it looks like the sun rising sea, but maybe I'm crazy. That doesn't look like the moon. But hey, again, maybe I'm crazy. Moonlit Sea. Mr. Christopher, how much did it cost? Would you buy it? How did you feel about it? Please, sir, please, take it away. $45 for Moonlit Sea. I mean, it's mislabeled. It's clearly a sunrise sea, or maybe even a sundown sea, but it's not the moon. And if it is the moon, that's the brightest of the moons I've ever seen. I've seen some pretty big, full, bright moons, and it was never that bright. But hey, what do I know? Either way, what I do know is $45 for that. Yeah, I'd buy it. If I was a lawyer or a judge, possibly. I think it's the frame, the plain black frame, the nice, neat, plain black frame. Gives me like an official vibe where I would put it in my office. But $45 is fine for that piece. It's a decent piece. It's a very official-ish piece. It's very fancy, like an office piece to me. But I think that's because of the frame. Either way, and it is a nice. If it was labeled correctly, I would be more for it too. But the fact that the person selling it thinks that's the moon, I'm just kind of like, no way. I don't not giving you money. You don't deserve money. You think the sun's the moon. You're kind of stupid. But it's fine. That's just Mr. Christopher be overthinking it. If I was a lawyer, yeah, $45 for sure. That's going in my office. But on to the next. And next, we're going here to what was being billed as simply clown portrait. I call it clown terror because it's kind of terrifying. Mr. Christopher, how much did this piece cost? How did you feel about it? Would you buy it? Where would you hang it? Please, sir, please take it away. I'll take it away, Larry. $65 for clown terror. I mean, it isn't worth that. No, it's worth maybe 10, 15 if you're pushing it. I wouldn't purchase it. It's too scary. I don't think there's any reason to have it unless you own a hostel or maybe like a haunted house. You know, you're trying to put together like a creepy haunted house. So you buy that, but or you have a maybe you have a basement room where you keep prisoners, you know, so you put that on the wall to like drive them crazy. I don't know. That's for an original piece. Good job, I guess. But at the same time, if like someone gave that to me and was like, "Hey, I painted this. Do you like it?" I'd be like, "Who hurt you? Are you okay? Do you need to talk?" But I don't know. $65? Yeah, not worth it. On to the next. And next, we're going here to what was billed as simply an abstract painting. I call it marble lava. I think that's a better name, marble lava, because it looks like a marble table, but it also looks like lava running down the side of a volcanic mountain. Either way, Mr. Christopher, how much does it cost? Would you buy it? How do you feel about it? Please, sir, please take it away. $60 for that piece. And here's the thing with that. I named it marble lava. It was brought to me by them as abstract painting. I told you this last week or maybe the week before, and I think I'm going to be continuing to say this unless my mind changes. But abstract art is just not my fancy. It doesn't tickle my fancy no more. It used to. I used to truly think like abstract art was good. But now, especially with abstract art, it needs a really good title for it to mean anything, really. Because a lot of times it is just blots on a canvas. A lot of times it's just like paint that ran down a canvas because you threw it at the canvas and it ran down, and you're like, it's a blot of red. I call it red blot. It's abstract. It's like, ugh, okay, you're really trying, huh? So to me, Mr. Christopher, the art connoisseur, that's me. This is art connoisseur. This is Mr. Christopher's world. That's me. It's my world. I just think abstract art needs a good title. Even if it was just called molten lava or molten abstract, that would have been fun. You know, like think about what you're selling, people. $60? It's a child's painting. That's for a child's room. If I'm going to get that and hang it up anywhere, it's going in like my son's bedroom. Other than that, an arcade. I could see it in an arcade room or like Chuck E. Cheese. Put it on that wall. But like, that's $60. Drop the price maybe to 30, and with a good name, $10 even. With 30 with a good name, sure. But other than that, I don't know. On to the next. Next, we're going here, which was billed as a classic oil painting of a piano. And honestly, that nails all of this. And what a beautiful frame. You know how Mr. Christopher feels about frames. This is a beautiful piece, honestly. Mr. Christopher, please, how much does this cost? How'd you feel about it? Where would you hang it? Please, sir, please take it away. And that's an absolutely magnificent piece. It's beautiful, beautiful frame, beautiful artwork, oil painting. That belongs in a museum. That literally could be in a museum with zero issues. The price of this painting is $800, which I don't disagree with. I'm not against it at all. There's some paintings that are just so beautiful from the whole of the whole of it. The whole of its parts is beautiful, and it's hard to deny it. And for $800, I mean, Mr. Christopher ain't buying it, but that's because of financial things. I just don't have $800 to throw towards it. If I was a millionaire, yeah, I would buy it. I'd put that in my bathroom. I'd put that in my living room, above a fireplace, maybe above a piano. I'm assuming if I'm a millionaire, I would have a room with a piano in it, and I would go take piano classes and I would learn how to play piano because I've always wanted to, but I just never. No one ever put me in that direction, and I also have. I'm at the age now where I'm like, it costs too much money to get piano lessons. Screw that. So I don't do it. But in a world where I'm a millionaire, I'll take all the lessons and I'll buy all the paintings and put them everywhere. But that's a different world that doesn't exist. That's an alternate universe that I'm not in. I'm in the Mr. Christopher world universe. So anyway, yeah, $800. I ain't buying it, but it's a beautiful piece. It's $800 worth of beauty. Lovely frame. I mean, it's a magnificent masterpiece. It belongs in a museum. On to the next. And next we go here to this beautiful piece that I call Woman Unzipping Her Blue Dress. I really like this piece. Mr. Christopher, how do you feel about this piece? How much does it cost? Would you buy it? Where would you put it? What do you think? Sir, please, please, take it away. Woman unzipping her blue dress after a lovely night out and possibly about to dive into a night of passion. I don't know. I can't see the surrounding around her, but I do know that that's a lovely piece. $300 for that piece. If it was like an 8 feet tall piece, 8 by 6 or something, I would definitely be about it. Like on a massive scale, I think it would be great. On like a regular portrait scale, it is nice. $300, I'm not buying it. I would. I think $300 for that is fine. It's a nice piece. It's subtle. There's nudity, but not too much. Um, it's nice. There's passion to it, and it's a very nice piece. $300. I think it's worth that. I like me. I'm biased too, though. I love naked women. I love even a little bit of skin. Like I'm the guy in the 40s that when that woman was walking around showing her naked back, but she had the rest of her clothes on, but her back was showing. I'm the guy that's like, oh yeah, I'm a man. I don't know what you want from me. And back then there was no skin being shown, which I think was probably better. And yeah, dude saw the back of a woman, the back, her shoulder blades, and they were like, oh yeah, that would have been me. Nowadays, you see women completely naked in the streets, and you're like, oh, well, there's another liberal going crazy about something. It's not even fun. Even if she's beautiful, you're just like, she's mentally insane, probably. Let's get away from that. But in painting form, they can't talk. They're subdued to the paint, to the world of paint. So it's safe. You can appreciate a naked painted woman, yeah, without her being mad. It's way safer. But anyway, that's all I got to say about that. $300, I ain't buying it. It is nice though. It's worth it. It's beautiful. If it was 8 feet tall, it would be pretty sweet. As a regular portrait, it's fine. I'd put it in my study. It's definitely got library vibes. Like I could put that in a library for sure. But on to the next. On to the last. And for our last piece, we're going here to a word we learned a couple weeks ago. This diptych. Two paintings. There are two different paintings, but they go together. They are one and the same. And we got on one side it looks like a bottle of whiskey, and on the other side it looks like a bottle of wine. Maybe it's cognac. I don't know, but it's alcohol. It's bad for you. It's going to ruin your life. But we got this diptych here. How much does it cost? How do you feel about it? Where are you hanging it? What do you think, Mr. Christopher? Please, sir, please take it away. Alcoholic diptychs, $80 for that piece, for those pieces. Remember, a diptych is two different pieces of art, but they go together. They coincide. They're together. So if you're in a relationship, you can call that your partner your diptych without you. I'm just a misunderstood piece of art, is what you could say to her or him. But yeah. Anyway, $80 for that. Honestly, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. They're not terrible. If I owned a bar, especially like a fancy bar or like an Italian style bar, I would definitely go for it. I don't mind them. If I had like a basement bar in my own personal home, I might even get it for that. They have some sort of cozy vibe to them that I like. So I'm not against the $80. They are nice. They're not bad. Um, I'm not buying it though. I don't drink. Alcohol is bad for you and it ruins lives and it kills you and yeah, ends your life early and it causes you to make terrible decisions. I'm just saying, I've seen it happen to people for many years. So I don't support drinking or alcohol, but I do support art and I do support painting and I'm not going to reject something because I think it's bad. Okay. I'm gonna bring it here and I'm gonna say, look at this painting. It's very nice. And it was very nice. And this is where I would put it at a bar. I don't have a bar, but if I did have one, that's where I'd put it, especially a fancy bar. If it was like a hole in the wall grunge style punk bar, no, I wouldn't get it for that. But that's that. Either way, with all that said, that's the end of Art Connoisseur with me, Mr. Christopher, the Art Connoisseur. I hope you enjoyed. These Art Connoisseur episodes have been getting far away from me and they're turning into like 16-minute episodes. Maybe I should cut down the art to 4 pieces. I'm up in the air with that. I do enjoy doing 6, but I'm thinking maybe I will cut it down to 4. I don't know. We'll see. Either way, next week we got specials. I'm doing you'll see. I'm going to do a special for the Art Con, a special for the movie review, and a special for the Roast of the Dead. So you'll see those next week. But that's next week. This is this week. I hope you enjoyed. Farewell! Mr. Christopher, you crazy.